welcome to my channel. So I am so happy you're here for this first day of 12 days of Christmas Vlogmas and my channel. And today I will be talking about day 1 of the virtue we are going to be going over with. And I will be talking about holiday makeup releases of 2021 and what I'm using instead. So if you are interested in watching, I hope you keep on doing so. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give it a like, and overall I hope you've been doing really well. And with all that said, I will get started. Okay, so the first day is charity, and I will read a brief description of what that means within my Catholic faith. And it says, "On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me the gift of charity. Charity is the sweet and holy bond which links the soul with its Creator. It binds God with man and man with God." St. Catherine of Siena. Absolutely beautiful. And so I looked up a broad description of what it means in Google. And it says that it's kindness and tolerance in judging others, volunteering, giving of help, typically in the form of money to those in need. So charity is very important to do, obviously, because it comes within our heart that we want to do it, and it's never forced. It should never be forced. Yeah, I mean, I love giving, donating, and supporting companies that take care of others and people who are just really unfortunate all around the world, despite this pandemic, despite car accidents and natural disasters. I could only pray for those to have peace in their life, and if I could, I would definitely love to give more within financial wise, but it really takes a habit, and it really takes of wanting to do it, and you know, there is no shame of not being able to if you can't. And yeah, so that's typically like where I'm going to leave it at that. If you like, what is your favorite charity foundation to support your time with? For me, I'm going to say I really love March of Dimes. I love St. Jude, of course. And overall, I just love giving to the church as well with what they do for us that could go unnoticed. So yeah, so leave them down below, comment down below, what's your favorite charity. I would love to know. Oh, another one would be the Animal Society service charity. They're really famous. I think it's called ASPA, something like that. I really loved that one growing up, and I still love that one too. Yeah. Okay, so holiday makeup releases. There has been so much. There has been a lot, and I'm going to start off with the most obvious one, which is ColourPop and the collaboration with Rudolph. So this is what the palette looks like right there. And this palette is so adorable, so cute. You can see that there's a red shade, there's some green tones, some neutrals. And to talk myself to not buy that palette, I decided to look into like these palettes. So this is a dupe for the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. And it's the CC Color Fairy Tale 2 palette. I decorated it with my own artwork here. And this is what the palette looks like for this. Now you can see, like, there's definitely some similar tones going on with what you see with ColourPop's. So, like, there's a couple of green tones, some neutral tones. And then I noticed that they didn't have a red tone, so I picked this ColourPop Semi-Precious eyeshadow palette. This is a really old one that they released during the holiday season. And this is what this looks like. So as you can see, there's that red shade that's so obvious. That is super pretty. I think I've used this only once. And it's not as metallic and shiny as the Rudolph one, but if you're looking for like that similar red tone, this one is very, very pretty. You can also like wet your brush, dip in the shadow to make it look more metallic. But you could see there that that's like a really standout shimmery red shade. That is really pretty. It almost looks like it has like a little duochrome effect as well. I think this shade is called I think it's called Easy Go. But yeah, this one is really, 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 really pretty. Super, super pretty. And those colors go really well together for a standard Christmas look. Okay, so the next one is going to be the one called Too Faced Ethereal Palette. Now this palette was supposed to be released on spring of 2022. And it's quite strange that they decided to launch it during holiday. And a palette that I really wanted to look into for those pastel spring color look is definitely from Zoeva. And this one's called Sweet Glamour. This palette's considered very old. But I got it as new, and this is the colors. The colors here are super pretty, super pastel, and I noticed that with that color story it was missing pinks, so I decided to go with this BH Cosmetics Mimosa palette, and this has all the pinks, the oranges that you could possibly need. So pairing the two together, I think you pretty much got a similar vibe with that palette alone. Yeah, this palette, I started following Zoeva for a bit. It was actually recently, and I saw that these palettes are such a bargain deal if you look in Poshmark or in eBay. It's like less than $20 and the quality seems really good. So next is the Glam Light to the Ice palette, and these are going to be the slushies that you could get in 7-Eleven. And I thought for the blue palette I would go with the BH Cosmetics Bubblegum palette, and the color story looks like this. Super pretty. And then for the red palette I decided to go with Cherry on Top, which is BH Cosmetics as well. And this has like a bunch of those red, pink tones. Super pretty. So next is the Viseart, the Petite Pro Paris Italie, I believe. And that's a mini palette from that brand, which is retailed for $24. And I thought of the most similar color story that I could think of is from BH Cosmetics as well. And this is the one called Passion and Paris. And this would be the color story. You can see like they have pretty similar colors within like the blue tones, the neutral tones as well. Okay, so the next one is a ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. That palette is super pretty. I have to admit, like, I love a good pink eyeshadow, but I thought of my Juvia's Place mini palettes, and this one is called the Blush Rose. So we're getting like these pink tones here with like that pop of orange, and then as well as the mauves. And it looks like this. Now these palettes together, like you could see, it creates pretty much like a whole palette in itself for pink tones. You could see that they're pretty different. Okay, so the last makeup release would be the Too Faced mini eyeshadow palettes that they're coming out with. And one was called Christmas Coffee, and the other one was Forbidden Fruitcake. And I thought of these palettes, another one from Juvia's Place, and this is my customized ColourPop palette. Now, when you look at the Too Faced one, you could see there's got like a yellow tone shade. There's some brown shades as well. And with my customized ColourPop one, you could see that there's a turquoise shade right here. There's some pink tones as well over there. And overall, like the quality of all these palettes that I'm mentioning, they're very good. So you can't go wrong with, like, if you choose the ones I'm mentioning or the ones that you might have, they're all good. They're all really good, but it's just money-wise, I don't want to buy everything I'm interested in. Okay, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I really hope that you found it at least a little bit fun. I hope it also wasn't boring as well, because I don't know, like, these makeup releases are considered old now, but I know that they're still in the market of being sold. So I figured, like, if I kind of just share, like, an openness of, like, what you could have that could just replace that need of getting that new thing. I hope that maybe it did help. So thank you so much for watching. May God bless always. I hope to see you in my next video. Take good care of yourself, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time you're watching. And I'll hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!